Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everyone. The Bhakti Vedanta Bhagavat groups welcomes everyone to the weekly Harikatha. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and all Gaudiya Vaishnavacharyas. So, before we begin, the important announcements for this week. Sunday, February 28th, last Thursday, was the appearance of Lord Nityananda, who is none other than Lord Balaram, Krishna's brother. So today, Prabhuji will have a special session on Lord Nityananda and Guru Tatva. Wednesday, March 3rd, is the appearance of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, the divine spiritual master of A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was the spiritual master of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur powerfully spread the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the early 20th century. He preached strongly against the deep-rooted influence of casteism and impersonalism. Meeting with scholars, educators, and other leaders, and writing over 108 essays and books, he strove to present Krishna consciousness as a science to be highly esteemed. He established 64 temples known as Gaudiya Mats inside and outside of India. Also, March 3rd is the disappearance day of Srila Purushottam Thakur. Purushottam Thakur had three main disciples, Sri Madhavacharya, Sri Yadavacharya, and Devaki Nandana Das, who were born in Kuleen Brahmana families. Madhavacharya married Nityananda Prabhu's daughter, Ganga Devi. Devaki Nandana was the author of the book Vaishnav Vandane. Purushottam Thakur's Shripat was previously at Sukhasagar. Now his deities are at Chandriyagram. We welcome Prabhuji to commence today's special session on Lord Nityananda and Guru Tatva. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Vancha Kalpatarobhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Today we are celebrating the divine appearance of Lord Nityananda. So I would like to start by a very nice bhajan by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. Joyo Joyo Nityananda Rohini Kumar. Joyo 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 Nityananda Rohini Kumar. पतिता उद्धार लागी सुबाहो पशार. जय जय नित्यानंद रोहिणी कुमार. पतित उद्धार लागी सुबाहु पशार. जय जय नित्यानंद रोहिणी कुमार. पतित उद्धार लागी सुबाहु पशार. हरि बोल. गद गद मधुर आधा बोला. गद गद मधुर आधा बोला. पर देखे गरे प्रेमे धरि दे खोला. पर देखे गरे दिल में धरि दे खोला. जय जय नित्यानंद रोहिणी कुमार. जय जय नित्यानंद रोहिणी कुमार. डगमग लोचन घोराए निरंतर. डगमग लोचन घोराए निरंतर. सोनार कमल येना फिरए भ्रमर. सोनार कमल येने फिरए भ्रमर. जय नित्यानंद रोहिणी कुमार जय जय नित्यानंद रोहिणी कुमार दयार ठाकुर निताय पर दुख जाने दयार ठाकुर निताय पर दुख जाने हरि नामेर माला गाठी दिल जाने जाने हरि नामेर माला गाठी दिल जान जाने हरि बोल जय जय नित्यानंद रोहिणी कुमार जय जय नित्यानंद रोहिणी कुमार पापी पाषंडी जोता कोरिला दलने पापी पाषंडी जोता कोरिला दलने दीनहीन जाने कोइला प्रेम वितरणे दीनहीन जाने कोइला प्रेम वितरणे जय जय नित्यानंद रोहिणी कुमार जय जय नित्यानंद रोहिणी कुमार आहारे गौरंगा बलि पड़े भूमि तले आहारे गौरंगा बलि पड़े भूमि तले शरीर ভিজিলা নিতাইরা নয়নে রজলে শরীর ভিজিলা নিতাইরা নয়নে রখলে শরীর ভিজিলা নিতাইরা নয়নের জলে জয় জয় নিত্যানন্দ रोहिणी कुमार जय जय नित्यानंद रोहिणी कुमार वृंदावन दास मोने এই বিচারিলা বৃন্দাবন দাস মনে এই বিচারিলা ধরণী উপরে কিবা সুমেরু পড়িলা ধরণী উপরে কিবা সুমেরু পড়িলা জয় জয় নিত্যানন্দ রোহিণী কুমার পতিত উদ্ধার লাগি সুবাহু পসার জয় জয় নিত্যানন্দ রোহিণী কুমার পতিত উদ্ধার লাগি সুবাহু পসার জয় গৌরানিতায় জয় গৌরানিতায় জয় গৌরানিতায় জয় গৌরানিতায় গৌরানিতায় জয় গৌরানিতায় जय सच्चिनंदन गौर हरि जय सच्चिनंदन गौर हरि हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jayatam Suratopango Mama Mandamater Gatim Mat Sarvasva Padam Bhoja Radha Madan Mohana Jaya Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan, Radhe Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Shri Radhe. Divya Vrindaranya Kalpadrumat Shrimat Ratnangada Simhasanasto Shri Srila Radha Govinda Devo Preshtali bhi sevya mano smarami Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Shri Radhe. श्रीमान रासर सारंभी वंशी वट स्थितः श्रीमान रासर सारंभी वंशी वट स्थितः कर्षणे स्वर्णैर्वेणुर्गोपी श्री गोपीनाथाय श्रेयस्तु नाम। जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ राधे राधे। जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय जय श्री राधे। गोपीनाथ 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 ओ गोपीनाथ 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 जय जय श्रीला गोपीनाथ। जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय परम करुणा गौर हरि परम करुणा गौर हरि निताय गौरंग गौर हरि परम करुणा बहुदुई जन परम करुणा बहुदुई जन निताई गौर चंद्र निताई गौर चंद्र सबय अवतार सार शिरोमणि सबय अवतार सार शिरोमणि केवल आनंद कंद ओ केवल आनंद कंद भजो भजो भाई चैतन्य नीताई भजो भजो भाई चैतन्य नीताई सुदृढ़ विश्वास तोरी विषय छाड़िया से रसे माजिया विषय छाड़िया से रसे माजिया मुखे बोलो हरि हरि मुखे बोलो हरि हरि पशु पक्षी जुरे पाषाण बिदारे पशु पक्षी जुरे पाषाण बिदारे सुनी जार गुण गाथा सुनी जार गुण गाथा आपन करा में भुंजाए समान आपना करो में भुंजाए समान कोई लोचन दास कोए लोचन दास परम करुणा पहु दुई जन परम करुणा पहु दुई जन निताई गौर चंद्र निताई गौर चंद्र निताई गौर चंद्र निताई गौर चंद्र जय नित्यानंद राम 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 जय कृष्ण बलराम जय वृंदावन धाम जय कृष्ण बलराम जय वृंदावन धाम जय ललिता विशाखा राधे श्याम जय ललिता विशाखा राधे श्याम जय ललिता विशाखा राधे श्याम प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल 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 आजानुलंबितो भुजौ कनकाय अवधातो संकीर्तने पितरवो कमलायताक्षो विश्वंभरो द्विजवरो युगधर्मपालो वंदे जगत प्रिय करुणा अवतारो पतित पावन निताई गौर सुंदर की जय पतित पावन निताई गौर सुंदर की जय पतित पावन जय गौर सुंदर की जय निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल वंदेहं श्री गुरो श्रीयुत पदकमलम श्री गुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्री रूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं सावधूतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखा वितांश्च आराध्यो भगवान् व्रजेश तनयस् तद्धाम वृन्दावनम् रम्या काचिदुपासना व्रजवधूवर्गेण तया कल्पिता श्रीमद् भागवत पुराणयमलं प्रेम पुमर्थो महान् श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभुर्मतैदं नायत्रयाग्रह परः श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभुर्मतैदं नायत्रयाग्रह परः। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Today is Sunday, 28th February. I welcome all of you on behalf of the Bhaktivedanta Bhagavad group in a special session honoring the appearance day of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So it was this Thursday, a very auspicious occasion wherein there is so much that we can receive from Lord Nityananda. Nityananda, what does that mean? Nitya means eternal and Ananda means bliss. One who is in eternal bliss is known as Nitya Ananda. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took the mood of Radharani and he descended from Golok Vrindavan, Sri Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Doya Kori Swaparshad Siyo Dham Sah Autari Atyant Durlabh Prem Kori Bare Dan Sikhaye Sharanagati Bhakate Ropran. Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his book Sharanagati, he mentions this in the introduction that Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Daya Kori, out of compassion for the jivas in this material world, for the souls in this material world, Mahaprabhu or Krishna descended Saha Avtari. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Daya Kori Swaparshada. He came along with his associates. Saha Avtari. And what did he do? Atyanta Durlabha Prem Kori Baridan. The most rarest of the rarest of love of God, he donated, dan. And that mood of Mahaprabhu is fully understood by Lord Nityananda. There are very few selected personalities, even in Golok Vrindavan, who are so close to Radha Krishna. Radha Krishna is none other than Nahi, Radha Krishna Nahi, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nahi Anna. Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna Nahi Anna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not different from Radha and Govinda or Radha Krishna. So, there are a few souls are very, very special, or known as the Parshads of Radha and Krishna, who know Radha and Krishna thoroughly well. Without them even saying a particular word, they know their hearts. Like, for example, we chant the mantra or the pranam mantra of Srila Rupa Goswami. What does it say? Sri Chaitanya Mano Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swa Padantikam. Sri Chaitanya Mano Mana, Srila Prabhupada explains, is situated in the heart or the mind. And buddhi or intelligence is situated in the head. So mana is in the core of the heart, just like Atma, Paramatma and Mana. These three are situated in the core of the heart. So Sri Chaitanya Mano Abhishtam. Abhishtam means the desire. The heartfelt or the deep the deep desires in the heart of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he fulfilled, Rupa Goswami. So when will this great personality, Rupa Goswami, give me shelter at his lotus feet? We pray. So similarly, it is Rupa Goswami and so many other intimate associates of Radha Krishna who know the Mano Abhishtam, their heartfelt, deep desires. And Radharani so desired, when Krishna decided to come, external reasons and internal reasons for Krishna's descending. External reasons were to spread the Ajanu Lambita Bhujau Kanakaya Udhato Sankirtanai Pitaro Kamalaya Taksho Vishwam Bharo Dvijavaro Yuga Dharma Palo Vande Jagat Priya Karo Karuna Avtaro. Vrindavan Das Thakur, the author of Chaitanya Bhagavat. Vrindavan Das Thakur is also the incarnation of Vyasadeva, the famous Vyasadeva who compiled all the Vedas, the Upanishads, the Puranas, the Itihasas, the Vedanta Sutras, etc. Srimad Bhagavatam was manifest to Vyasadeva. And Vrindavan Das Thakur is an incarnation. He appeared in a place called Mamgachi in Navadvip. Very, very wonderful, serene place. And you can feel the divinity of and the aura of that place. Whenever you go to Mayapur, please visit these places of tirthas within Navadvip and Mayapur. And Vrindavan Das Thakur, before starting Chaitanya Bhagavat, in the invocation, he eulogizes Gaur Nitai. Ajanu lambito bhujau, their hands extend to their knees. The physiognomy, by looking at a person's physical features, one can tell that this is a great personality. Like even Srila Prabhupada's hands extended to his knees. When somebody has big, large ears than normal, then they are very intelligent people. Very, very, so like this is called physiognomy, Prabhupada explains. So Ajanulam, Vrindavan Das Thakur says that their hands extended to their knees, beyond their knees, they were so beautiful. Ajanu Lambita Bhujau Kanakaya Udhato, they had a complexion like molten gold, like beautiful aura. Sankirtanai Pitaro, and they were the founders of the Sankirtan movement. Sankirtanai Pitaro, Pitaro means founders or the fathers. Kamalaya Taksha, and beautiful petal-like eyes. Vishwam Bharo Dvijavaro, and they are indeed, both Gaur and Nitai are Vishwam Bharo. Vishwam Bhar means, Vishwa means the entire creation, not just this world, but the entire Bharo means they are the Bharta. They are the providers, the maintainers. Vishwam Bharo. Because Vrajendra Nandan Sachishut Hoilo Shei Balram Hoilo Nitai. Narottam Das Thakur in his bhajan, Hari Hari Bifale Janam Gainu, Manusha Janam Paila, Radha Krishna Na Bhajiya, Janiya Shuniya Bish Khainu, Vrajendra Nandan Sachishut Hoilo Shei Balram Hoilo Nitai. Vrajendra Nandan, the son of Nanda Maharaj, the young son of Nanda Maharaj, Nanda Kishore, Kishore Krishna, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead in Golok Vrindavan, from whom everything emanates, Janmadi Yasya. Vrajendra Nandana Sachishuta Hoilo Shei. He appeared as Sachishuta, as the son of Mother Sachi in Mayapur, in a place in Mayapur called Yogpit, under a neem tree, and is appeared to top class Brahman. His name was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's father's name was Jagannath Mishra, and mother's name was Sachi Mata. And also, Nityananda Prabhu appeared in Ekachakra Gram. He appeared in the year by English calendar 1472. And Mahaprabhu appeared in 1486. 1474, Nityananda Prabhu, and 1486, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu, who is Balram, is 12 years older in this Leela of Gaur Nitai. And he appeared to a very top class Brahmin family. Father's name was, his name was Oja Pandit, or he was dearly known as that. Mother's name was Padmavati. And also his formal name was Hadai Pandit. But everybody called him Ojaji. Oja means one who is very, very effulgent, brilliant as a Brahmin, knowing all the Shastras. So Ojaji. A lot of those surnames are there in India even today. In many families, the last name is Oza. So these are Brahmins, actually. So he was known as Ojaji. And mother Padmavati Devi. So they both appeared, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Jive Daya Kori, out of pure compassion, Swa Parshad, along with his Parshads. So in the Parshads, when Krishna decides to go to a certain place at a certain time to perform certain pastimes, his intimate associates always accompany him. And when Krishna decided externally to go and preach Sankirtanai Pitaro, to preach Yuga Dharma Palo, Vrindavan Das Thakur says, in order to fulfill this Yuga Dharma of Kali Yuga, which is Harinam Sankirtan. There are 4 yugas, Dhayatom Vishnu in Satya Yuga, Tretayam Makhai in Treta Yuga, fire sacrifices, Dwapariye Paricharyana, elaborate temple worship in Dwapar, and Kalautad Hari Kirtan. So he appeared, both Gaur and Nitai, with the beautiful long hands extending to their knees, with a very effulgent complexion, with lotus petal-like eyes, Sankirtanai Pitaro Kamalaya Taksho Vishwambharo. They are both Vishwambhar, because everything emanates from there and they are the maintainers. So here Nityananda Das Thakur has given us a clear message that both of them are Vishwambharo, Dvijavaro. Dvijavaro, they are the Dvija means the Brahmins and Vara means the leaders of the Brahminical class. Dvijavaro. Vande Jagatapriyo Karuna Avtaro. I offer my obeisances to this Jagatapriya, to one who is favorite of all, Jagatapriya and Karuna Avatar. Very important. The last 2 words of this shloka. Karuna Avatar. They are the most munificent or the most merciful avatar. Karuna Avatar. Because Chaitanya Krishna, when he decided to come, Radharani said, no, you're not going alone. I will wrap myself around you. I will protect you. And that is why Actually, Krishna is blackish in color, but Gauranga Mahaprabhu is golden because of the because of Radharani wrapping herself around. Because Radharani's color is what? Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi. Tapta Kanchan means molten gold. When a goldsmith is melting gold to make ornaments, and when it is in its liquid state, that is the color of Radharani. Tapta Kanchan. Kanchan means gold and Tapta means molten gold. So Mahaprabhu's color is the same. And Radharani also knew that, his internal reason for coming. External reason was Gaur Nitaya going to spread the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. They are the Sankirtanai Pitaro, because that is the Yuga Dharma. In every Yuga, the Dharma changes for the benefit of mankind. And to make it easy, especially in Kali Yuga, people cannot simply sit in meditation for thousands of years like Vishwamitra Muni in Satyayug sat for 60,000 years. And the average lifespan was also 100,000. And that was the way to attain perfection. And in Treta, the perfection where great kings and great pious personalities performed yajnas. And wonderful Brahmins existed at that time who were so pure that when they chanted those mantras in the home, Devi Devtas, when they were offering the ahuti, they used to personally come and accept it. So nowadays we don't have such Brahmins. That purity is the force, Srila Prabhupada says. And it is impossible to get such Brahmins. And it is impossible to get that kind of ingredients and also that kind magnanimous kings and personalities who can spend on the samagri, yajna samagri, where thousands and thousands and kilos and tons and manas of grains and yajna havan paraphernalia is required. And even if there is rich people, we need to find those Brahmins which are not available. And these yajnas went on for months and years sometimes. So it's not possible. And then came Dwapar, where even further it made it easier, where the Lord himself decided to incarnate in the deity form. And maximum temples were erected in Bharatvarsh. And people spent 7 to 8 hours a day in the temple. 3.5 hours, 4 hours in the morning in the Brahma Muhurat till about a little bit past sunrise. Mangalarti, cleaning of the temple, helping with the different paraphernalia for the worship of the deities, hearing Harikatha, Kirtan for the pleasure of the lordships. And then they would go back to whatever they did for their professions, whether they were farmers or they were Vaishyas or Shudras or whatever their ashram was. And then they would again congregate in the evening in the temples at dusk, and they would spend another 3-4 hours easily in the evening until Shayanam, when the Lord was put to sleep. The same process, the wonderful deity worship, Kirtanam and Shravanam, Harikatha, etc. And there were many, many temples, just like we see in United States or in the Western countries. We have subdivisions, and they have golf clubs and golf courses and different kinds of what you call the clubs, where it's only for the society. And like that, they used to have society or those temples in every society. Even today, when we go to South India, they're called agraharas, where there are a few houses or quite a bit of number of houses. They form like a garland, and the temple is in the center. So agrahar, har means a necklace. And everybody, all the devotees or all the people stayed around, they built their houses around the temple. So that was the process. And at the end of, when they left their bodies, they would be either in Shravanam, Kirtanam, in any of the 9 processes of Bhakti Yoga. And then they would go home back to Godhead when they left their bodies. That was the process of Dwapar Yuga. But the process of Kali Yuga is Hari Kirtan. Because it is said in the Bhagavad that Prayana Alpa Ayushya Manda Sumanda Mataya Manda Bhagya Hi Upadritaha. O king, Parikshit Maharaj, Sukadeva Goswami says that Prayana Alpa Ayushya, in Kali Yuga, the Ayushya or the lifespan is very diminished. In Satya Yuga, it is to be average 100,000. Treta, you take out 1,000 years. Sorry, 10,000 years. In Dwapar, 1,000 years. Yes, when Lord Krishna came at that time, uh, Krishna came at the end of Dwapar. But in the actual Dwapar period, there were a lot of personalities who lived a good 1,000 years. But in Kali, in Kali Yuga, it has been diminished. Hardly anybody can live up to 100 years. Somebody who lives over 100 or 110 years, they make it to the Guinness Book of Records. Somebody reaches even 80, 85, 90, 95, that is a big celebration. So, this is because that is so true. Vyasdeva had already predicted that. Alpa Ayushya, Manda, people are going to be lazy. If you tell them to meditate, you sit there and you do this yagya, that yagya. No. People are lazy even to come to the Sunday programs. Whether in the temple or when we are having Harikatha, so many people are invited, but people are lazy. They rather watch the soap opera on TV or do something on the couch rather than drive to the temple or associate with devotees. Manda, Sumanda Matayo, they are misguided, Vyasdev says, which is so true. In this age of Kali Yuga, so many people are misguided. When you approach somebody with a problem, they will increase your problem by giving you suggestions that will even confuse you further. Go to this Baba, go to this Baba. He's got some siddhis. He will give you some vibhuti. He will give you some ashes. He will give you some fruit. Or, there is a particular peer who will, who has those peacock feathers, and you have to go in the middle of the night and do this and do that. Or go to the crematorium and collect some bones and tie them in a red cloth or in a black cloth and hang it outside your house. So, like this, there are many philosophers. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in one of his bhajans, in Sharanagati again, in the Bhakti Pratikula Bhava Varjanangikar session, he writes in this bhajan, Keshava Tuva Jagata Vichitra. I think we sang that 2 Sundays ago. Very beautiful bhajan. So he says, even different kinds of philosophers, they come to me. Kapila Patanjali, Gautam Kanobhuji, Bauddha Dhave Aaye, Dandvat Durat Bhelo, Bhakati Vinoda, Bhakata Charana Kori Sar. He says that many these different philosophers come to me when Kapila, that is one philosophy, not the Sankhya Yoga Kapil, but there was another Kapil Muni. So and then there are different types of philosophers like Charvak Muni that eat, sleep and be merry, just like the Western philosophy. Kal kisne dekha hai? Who has seen tomorrow? Who believes we don't believe in karma, just like big Professor Kutowski of the Moscow University, when he met Srila Prabhupada. Oh, after body finished, everything finished. So this is the different philosophers. Kapila Patanjali. Patanjali is the yoga, the advocate of the yoga system, which later on, it translated into some physical exercises without the main theme of actually meditating. The actual purpose of yoga is, yoga means to connect. To connect to who? To connect to Sri Krishna. Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Param Jnanam, Vasudeva Param Tapa, Vasudeva Parayoga, Vasudeva Parakriya. Srimad Bhagavatam declares this. Vasudeva Parodharmo, Vasudeva Paragati. So all these activities, whether it is studying the Vedas or Gyan, Vasudeva Param Jnanam, or Vasudeva Paramakha, even if one is performing fire sacrifices, Makha means sacrifice. So all these things, yoga, Vasudeva Para Yoga. So all this is if it does not culminate into bhakti of Vasudeva, then Shrama eva hi kevalam. It is simply a waste of time. So the so-called yoga, as Prabhupada says, is sitting and sleeping, simply to make money. There's hot yoga, this yoga, that yoga. Dime a dozen the shops are opening, and they are cheating the public like that. The real meaning of yoga, yoga means to connect to Sri Krishna. There is no other meaning. So basically the idea of yoga is to be disciplined, to control the senses, and one whose senses are controlled will be able to go to the next step of the science of self-realization, that I am not this body, I am a spirit soul. And I am an eternal servant of Krishna. Jiver Sharup Hoy, Krishner Nitya Das. That is the goal of yoga. Yoga helps us to control our senses. We become Jitendriya, we become Goswami, not Godas. And the idea is when we become Goswami or Jitendriya, when we become Jit, we have victory of our Indriya, of our senses, then we are able to understand our original constitutional position. So the external reason was that to make it easy, and Gaur Nitai came with, they gave not only the Kalyug Harinam Sankirtan, but they gave it and opened it, and especially Nityananda Prabhu opened the floodgate of the Krishna Prem, which even more so than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when Krishna decided to come, Radharani said, I am coming. Baldev Prabhu said, I am coming. And like that, his intimate associates came. So Baldev Prabhu is Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu, he came. In Dwarka, Baldev Prabhu took up his plow and like the hull. He's not Baldev Prabhu, or Balram is known as Haladar. And he killed many demons. And it was in Dwarka that he married Varuni Devi and Revati Devi. And from Sankarshan, Baldev of Dwarka manifests Mahasankarshan in Vaikuntha. So we have to understand who is Lord Balram first. So I think I have explained this I believe in the introduction of Srimad Bhagavatam, but nevertheless I will go through this again, that in Golok Vrindavan, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna Nanda Nandan, he is known as Swayam Rupa. He is known as what? Swayam Rupa. And in Swayam Rupa, he is his original form. There is no change, nothing. And then he further expands simultaneously on the left as Radharani, as the Haladini Shakti, and on the right as the Sandhini Shakti, Lord Baldev, who is known as the Prabhav Prakash. So, I take that back. First is the Swayam Roop. Swayam Roop is Sri Krishna Nanda Nandan, the original Supreme Personality. And then he also further expands in the form of Prabhav Prakash. What are the examples of Prabhav Prakash? That everything looks exactly like him. All the different, like for example, the examples of Prabhav Prakash are, it is said there are two versions depending on the bhav of the devotee. That in the Ras Leela, when Krishna was dancing, there is a commentary by some acharyas saying that he expanded himself exactly with as many gopis, and he danced with each and every gopi. And then there is another explanation that it is only the Swayam Rupa himself that was dancing so fast that it appeared that he was dancing with each and every gopi. But considering the example of Prabhav Prakash, that Krishna, even other gopis were also dancing in the Ras Leela, he was exactly the same Shyam Sundar, with the peacock feather, with the pitambar, with the same complexion and everything. But in the middle is Srimati Radharani in the Ras Leela. So our acharyas explained that the Swayam Roop, the original form, is dancing with Radharani, and the others are known as Prabhav Prakash. They look like Krishna, they're exactly like Krishna, with the same potency. And also that Prabhav Prakash is explained or displayed in Dwarka. Like when Naradji visited Dwarka, Naradji saw from the sky that Krishna had 16,108 palaces, and within those palaces, Krishna had, in every palace, he could see Krishna, the same Dwarkadish with the same features, 16,108 forms. Sometimes in one palace with Rukmini, in another palace with Jamvati, in another palace with all the other different queens, and playing with his children, sometimes on the swing, sometimes in the garden, sometimes in the kitchen, having, enjoying the bhoga. But it was exactly the same Krishna everywhere. So that is known as Prabhav Prakash. So there is Swayam Rupa, and Swayam Rupa is only one, the original. And everything is original. The reason why I say original is because I don't mean to say it in a to kind of belittle the other expansions. No, they're all the same, non-different. Just like Prabhupada explains the verse of Brahma Samhita, Deepa Charev verse, where there is an original candle that lights up all the other lamps, or the original lamp that lights up all the other lamps, and they all have the same potency. So Swayam Rupa is Nandanandan, the Kishore Krishna, and Prabhav Prakash are in his own original form, same color, same everything, same Rupa, known as Prabhav Prakash, in the Ras Leela and also in the Dwarka Leela. So like that. And then there is known as Vaibhav Prakash. Now, the difference between Swayam Rupa and Prabhav Prakash and Vaibhav Prakash is that Vaibhav Prakash has exactly the same potencies, the same powers, but the bodily features are different. And Balram is Vaibhav Prakash because Lord Balram's bodily feature is like a crystal white. He's very whitish in color. He's not blackish like Krishna. But all the potencies of Sri Krishna are there in Balram. That is called Vaibhav Prakash. So like this, Lord Balram or Lord Nityananda, Lord Balram also decided to come. And then there are different other, the rupas, Tad Ekatma rupas of Krishna, where there is Vilas Rup, Prabhav Vilas, Vaibhav Vilas. The Vilas rupas are the four-armed Vishnu forms. The Prabhav Vilas is the Chaturvyus, Vasudeva, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, with the four-handed forms in Dwarka. And the Vaibhav Vilas is also in the second Chaturvyu in Mathura. So the Prabhav Vilas is seen in the form of Vasudeva, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha in Dwarka. And then the Vaibhav Vilas in Mathura is shown as the Chaturvyu with the four hands, is also there as the Vaibhav Vilas as Vasudeva, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. And then there is the Swamshas of Krishna, where there is Leela avatars, Purusha avatars, Guna avatars, Shaktaves avatars, Manvantara avatars, Yuga avatars, etc. And further also there are some Vibhu avatars, like different empowered demigods like Indra, Yamraj, Agni, Brihaspati, Kartikeya, Bhrigumuni, etc. But the point here that I'm trying to make is that Lord Baldev is known as the Vaibhav Prakash. And Vaibhav Prakash has got the full potency of Nandanandan. And it is said that Baldev Prabhu took up his, when he manifested himself in Dwarka as when he manifested is the Chaturvyu, the Mahasankarshan of Vaikuntha, and he manifestation of the Karunadaksaya Vishnu, Garbhodaksaya Vishnu, and Sirodaksaya Vishnu, they all appear from the Sankarshan or the Mul Sankarshan that is from Mathura. And the other manifestations of Lord Balram is Sheshnag, who becomes the seat or the throne, the asan of Krishna, the fan or the slippers of Krishna. So these are all, that is the expansions of Lord Sesha. Sesha, what does it mean? Sesh means the end, and the end means what? The conclusion, and conclusion means the bhakti. And he's also known as Ananta Sesha, with unlimited bhakti, where there is no end to the bhakti of Lord Balram. Lord Balram always wants to serve Krishna. Although he has got full potency like Sri Krishna, he wants to serve Krishna, and he is the only personality that serves Krishna in all the 5 rasas. We all know that the 5 different rasas of mellows are Shant ras, neutrality, the second one being the Dasya ras, the third one is the Sakhya Ras, the fourth is the Vatsalya Ras, and the fifth is Madhurya. And the examples of the Shant Ras is like neutrality, like the relationship, or the like a yogi, or somebody who just is very happy to have the darshan of Paramatma in their hearts and the hearts of others. So just with the darshan of the Ansha of Sri Krishna, Sirodaksai Vishnu, or the Paramatma, they are very happy. There is no seva. Then the real seva begins with the Dasyaras, with the master and the relationship of the Lord, where the Lord is considered the master and the devotee considers himself as a servant. And the topmost example of that is Hanumanji. He is the parikasta of Dasya Seva. In Vaikuntha, there are 2.5 rasas, and mainly it is Dasya rasa that is prominent in Vaikuntha. That is the relationship one can have in Vaikuntha. And then as we go further into the higher planets in Krishna Loka, into Mathura and Dwarka, that becomes a little more intense, where there is some more Sakhya, a display of Sakhya, some display of Vatsalya and Madhurya Rasa. But in Golok, it is full-fledged. So these 3 rasas, especially the Sakhya Ras, the Vatsalya Ras and Madhurya Ras in Golok, are in its fullest, and there's full reciprocation from Sri Krishna, where the Lord doesn't remember that he is the Lord. Krishna doesn't know in Golok that he is the Supreme Lord. Yog Maya has been given that special power to even play that trick on him, to make him forget that he is God. And he also makes all the devotees in Golok Vrindavan, all the residents of Golok, he makes them forget that he is God. So this is the goal of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Presently we are sadhaks in sadhana bhakti, and we are students of Bhagavad Gita, and also, we study Srimad Bhagavatam, but all this we study from the perspective of more or less Vaibhav Prakash, from the opulence angle, because opulence kind of, attracts us to many things. Anything that is so opulent, whether it is a nice opulent car like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, that will really turn heads. Oh wow, look at this car. It must be costing at least $350,000. It will make the heads turn. If somebody, drives that car, or if you know a friend or somebody that you know brings a car and says, "Come, I'll take you." The wow, that opulence is there. So, like that, recently my friend was telling me that I didn't even know this. Tesla has come out with a car which this person owns, is very expensive. That he said, "Come, I'll take you," and they both went to a restaurant. And after they parked the car, he just opens up his his smartphone, and he just taps a button, and the car comes driverless, nicely, without hitting any other cars, right from the parking lot, which was like a little bit down, going around the building and then coming and simply coming in front, waiting for the owner to just get into the car. Look at that. So that was definitely, my friend told me, that was amazing. The cars in the future that are coming, they're already developing all these things, driverless cars. So that's a wow. Opulence. So we get attracted to opulence. So see, Bhagavad Gita is all about opulence, and even the first 9 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam, when we are studying it with that kind of consciousness, then we will only see opulence of in Srimad Bhagavatam. The pure bhakti message is sometimes either not displayed by the people who are speaking Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, because they themselves have not obtained it, and therefore they cannot. And therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in his maturity, to the mature devotees, he is explaining that through the Leela of Rai Ramananda, on the banks of Godavari, when he went to the South Indian Padayatra, At that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has a wonderful conversation. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells Rai Ramanand, tell me based on Shastra, you have to give me examples, quote some verses. What is the ultimate goal of of humanity or mankind? And several wonderful key verses from the Bhagavad Gita are quoted by Rai Ramananda, including the famous verse, Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tam sarva papebhyo mokshasyami ma sucha. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu simply smiles and says, Iho bhaiyo, this is external. Or kaho, tell me more. So, devotees have to be conscious. If we study Srila Prabhupada's books, don't stay in the same standard for the last 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. We know so many devotees in the movement who are there for many, many years. And we are still discussing the same subject matters with the same consciousness. I'm not saying don't read Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita has a lot of nectar. Also, Rasik nectar is there. But it depends who we are associating and who we are hearing from. And we are sometimes missing the highest nectar from Srila Prabhupada when we do not actually concentrate on his purports, where there are so much nectar that Prabhupada has given that is Rasik in nature. So, these Gaudiya Vaishnavism is not about Bhagavad Gita or Vasudev Krishna. Right now we are learning and we are teaching everybody Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And that is the goal that most of us are preaching or following. But no, as we mature and we come into Vrajbhav, which is the goal, Aradhyo Bhagwan Vrajesha Tanayas Tadham Vrindavanam Ramya Kachi Dupasna Vrajavadu Vargena Taya Kalpita. If you want to worship somebody, worship the son of Nanda Maharaj, the Nanda Kishore of Golok or Vraj, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is not known in Golok as the Supreme Lord. Aradhyo Bhagwan of Vrajeshatane is the son of Nanda Maharaj. And amongst all the dhams, if you want to worship, there are so many different places of worship or tirthas. Vrindavan, Tad Dham Vrindavan. And if you want to learn worship further, Ramya Kachit Upasna Vrajavadu Vargena Taya Kalpita. Follow in the footsteps of the Vrajvasis, especially like Rupa Goswami has mentioned this in Updesh Amrit, the nectar of instruction. Raghunath Das Goswami has mentioned in Manasiksha that what one should do if you are really serious about your spiritual life, follow in the footsteps of the Vrajvasis and take one bhav eventually so that one can practice that bhav nicely ultimately and serve Radha and Krishna while they are even in this material world. That can happen, but once we cross the barrier of sadhana bhakti, when we come into ragatmika bhakti, and then comes the stage where the Vrajavadu Vargena, even amongst the Vrajvasis, the Vrajavadu means the married gopis of Vrindavan. Vadhu, the word Vadhu, it's also used in Gujarati, Marathi, Hindi, and many, in Hindi it is called Bahu, and in Gujarati it's called Vahu, etc. So Vadhu is actually means one who is capable of expanding. Please try to understand this concept. If need be, I will continue this session on Nityananda Prabhu one more time next Sunday, as much as he can do today. But there are some nice points that are coming flowing in my mind and my heart. I thought I will just share. So Vadhu means one who can expand. So who can expand? Only a married woman. A married woman can give children. She is originally, when she is unmarried, she is only one. But once she gets married, she can expand into different bodies in the form of children. She can give birth. A man can never do that. But only Vadhu, a woman can do that. She can give birth to many children. I remember my grandfather in those days, and some of you all may even have grandparents where there were 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 children. That is the expansion of the mother, the boys and the girls that take birth from the mother. So those are Vadhu. So here Vadhu means those married gopis in Vraj, Vraja Vadhu Vargena Taya Kalpita. That is known as the Parkiyaras. I really don't have the time to go into that, and neither we are qualified to hear about it too much. But Parkiya Ras means Jaya Jaya Ujjvala Rasa Sarva Rasa Sar Parkiya Bhave Jaha Vrajeta Prachar. This is on a very, very high platform, when immediately some people may think that what kind of nonsense this is, that married women, they are going to have an affair. So this is unless and until we come to that platform beyond sadhana bhakti, under the guidance of Vrajvasis, under the guidance of pure Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we will never be able to understand this, or we may commit offenses. So just a word of great caution. So that is ultimate surrender. That is ultimate surrender. Although they were married, Vipina Mahu Murali, Hatha Saji, Navala Kishora, Navala Manamohana, Navala Swara Vamshi Vaji, Klim Shrim, Prema, Kabija. Nice, there is a very nice Rasika Bhajan. So when at night, when Krishna played the flute, and within their hearts, when they heard it, they left their families, they left their husbands, they left their relatives, they left the elders, and they went to the forest. This is the Venugi in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And when they were attracted by this young son of Nanda Maharaj, the unmarried son of Nanda Maharaj, he attracted all these gopis, and they came. So that is why in the Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Vrindavan, in the last, actually Govind Krishnadas is saying that Jaya Jaya Ujjvala Rasa Sarva Rasa Sar. That is Ujjvala Ras, which is the essence of all, or the zenith of all the rasas. Parkiya Bhave Jaha Vrajeta Prachar. That Parkiya Bhav is not possible in Golok Vrindavan. Yes, and that is the reason the Bhaumya Vrindavan Leela is very important, to establish that Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja principle. This is some of the secrets that I'm sharing with you, that I've learned from the senior Vaishnavas. That Sarva Dharman Parityajya, giving up all dharma, all varieties of dharma, means also giving up your family for Krishna. Then there is no son, there is no father, there is no mother. Everything, when Krishna is calling, you go. His bhakti is paramount. That is Sarva Dharman Parityajya. That is the rasic meaning of the verse. Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. Just like how the gopis surrendered. Aham tam sarva papebhyo. The gopis were, when they were told, when Krishna says, go back, what are you doing in the middle of the night? If they find out, you will incur sinful reaction. And then the gopis said, no. We know you are the original husband. Everything else is just a shadow. I explained this in one of the kathas. So, like this, so Krishna, the Sarvadharma, Mamekam Sharnam Vraja is the ultimate of the gopis. Like Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanayas Tadham Vrindavanam Ramya Kachit Upasna. That Upasna should be like Vrajavadhu. Even the Upasna of Dwarka Vadhus, or the queens of Dwarka, cannot be comparable to the Upasna of the Vrajvadhus, which Krishna established through the Leela of the pastimes, where he had a very bad stomach ache, and all the doctors, the Kavirajas of Dwarka came the best, and even then it would not go away. And Naradji came, and then everybody started consulting Naradji, what to do, we are very unhappy. He says, well, you tried this, we tried everything. So then Naradji says, let's ask Dwarkadish himself what could be the possible remedy for his pain. So Dwarkadish said that, if any of you all give me the dust of your feet, mix it in water, and I will drink it, and I think my pain will be mitigated. It will be gone. So Naradji says, Narayan, what's the big deal? Rukmani ji is right here, Jambati ji is right here, Satyabhama is right here, all these queens are here. They all there, and everybody backed off. They're telling Naradji, what are you saying? He is our Swami. We are supposed to take the dust of his lotus feet, not the other way around. We will go to hell if we do that. So then finally Krishna says, go to Vrindavan. Perhaps you will get some dust there. Naradji immediately goes to Vrindavan. Seeing Naradji, Anytime anybody sees Naraji, the first question they know that, oh, he has already seen Krishna or Narayana. He has had darshan. So they always ask, how is my Lord Narayana? How is my Krishna? The gopis asked, how is Krishna? And when Naraji said, not well, half of them fainted. The other half, they could not even think straight. All the Vrajavasis were all really just hearing these three words, he is not well. And then Naraji says, but there is a solution. And then everybody came back. Please tell us. Can you all give us the dust of your feet? He said, a dust of our feet? How is that going to help? Yeah, everything they tried. Big doctors and this and that. But this is what Krishna asked for. Oh, okay, no problem. And all these innocent gopis, they started scraping the dust of their feet and gathered it in their pallu, in their veil, and started collecting it from all. And they started, and Naraji said, you're not afraid of going to hell? He said, oh, hell. We are ready to stay in hell forever. If this is going to help solve Krishna's problem. This is the bhakti of Raj. And in Dwarka, Krishna had 10 daughters and 1 son from each queen. 11 children. And the love was distributed amongst them. So Rukmini ji had 11 kids. So the love was distributed in 12 parts. 11 parts for the 11 children and 1 part for Krishna. But in Vraj, the Vraja Vadhus, it is not distributed. There is love, but 100% love for Sri Krishna. You see the difference? That is why Vraja Vadhu, Vargena Taya Kalpita, although married, although having children, although having a family. This is a very, very high concept. But it will take some time and maturity to understand it. For now, I would just request that devotees accept it on the Shabda Praman of our Gaudiya Acharyas. And that is Sarvada. So Mahaprabhu said even beyond that, because when he said, Rai Ramananji said Sarvadharman, it was a different consciousness. And then slowly quoting different verses from Bhagavatam, and then finally, when he came to the part of Dasyaras, he said, tell me more. When he came to the part of Sakyaras, Mahaprabhu smiled. When he came to the part of Vatsalyaras, he even beamed further. And when he talked about the Madhuryaras, Mahaprabhu was in bliss. And when he talked about within the Madhuryaras, Radha Ranis in specific, and at one point Mahaprabhu said, shut your mouth now, that's enough. Because it was the pinnacle. So this rasa, to share this inundation and to assist Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu came. And Nityananda Prabhu or Baldev ji serves in all the 5 rasas. In the neutral ras, he is there present as the different worlds, as the part of the creation. That is all expansions of Lord Balram. The spiritual worlds are created by Lord Balram. And the agents of Lord Balram create the material worlds like Garbhodakshai Vishnu, Karanodakshai Vishnu, and the Paramatma feature, the Sirodakshai Vishnu. They are all anshas of Lord Balram. So Sankarshana Karana Toshai, Garbhodashai cha Prayogdishai, Seshascha Yashamsa Kalaha, Sa Nitya, Nandakhya Ramaha Sharanam Mamastu. Sarup Damodar Goswami says the Sankarshana, Seshnag, and the Vishnus who lie in the Karana, Garbha, and Sirodaksha oceans, in the milk ocean, in the Garbha ocean, in the ocean and the causal ocean, they are all plenary portions of the plenary portions of Sri Nityananda Ram. May he give me shelter. And this is from, this particular shloka is composed by Sarup Damodar Goswami, who is none other than Lalita Sakhi in the Nitya Leela of Radha Krishna. So Baldev is Rohini Nandan, the son of Rohini Devi. We just sang this Jaya Jaya Nityananda Rohini Kumar uh, in Vraj. But in Dwarka and Mathura, he is the son of Vasudeva and Devaki. How is that? So when Devaki became pregnant, Rohini Mata, it is said, used to visit Vasudeva Maharaj and Devaki in the jail of Kamsa. Rohini Mata is the second wife, a co-wife, we can say, the wife of Vasudeva. Vasudevji had more than one wife, but Devaki and Rohini were the primary ones in one sense. And therefore, both Devaki and Rohini were pregnant at the same time during the visits. That's how she became pregnant. And then she had actually gone down to Gokul and stayed with Nanda Maharaj in Nanda Bhavan in Gokul. And then uh, Krishna ordered Yogamaya at the time when the appropriate time came. Uh, she actually took the birth, or not actually, she actually performed this activity through Yogamaya to uh, take the son of Devaki and place him in the womb of Rohini. So when Devaki was pregnant, at that time, the seventh pregnancy of Devaki, at that time, he was forcefully, by Yogamaya, attracted that womb into the womb of Rohini in Gokul. Therefore, he is known as Sankarshan, a forceful attraction. And the same thing happened with Krishna. When he appeared in Mathura from Vasudeva and Devaki in the four-armed form, like Narayana, whereupon Vasudeva and Devaki prayed to him, Kamsa will come and kill you, please. Please become a baby with only two arms. So meanwhile, Yashoda Mata gave birth in Gokul to two. We have mentioned that before. In the womb of Mother Yashoda, the two-arm form of Nanda Nandan appeared, and hearing their prayer that the four-armed Krishna transformed into two-armed baby form, Yashoda Nandan from Gokul, he appeared there in Mathura and took that son of Devaki Nandan into his own form. So they merged. Thus they became one. And the two-armed baby was brought to Gokul by Vasudeva. So Krishna's twin young sister, which is Yogamaya, because Yashoda might give birth to a girl and a boy simultaneously. So this is the Gaudiya secrets. Most people don't know that. They think only she gave birth to the baby girl. So Krishna's twin young sister Yogamaya was then brought to Mathura by Vasudeva Maharaj, and Kamsa took the baby in their hands and tried to smash her, and she immediately became Mahamaya and then flew up in the air and said, "Hey, Kans," she laughed at him, "the one who is going to be killing you has already been born." And so in the same way, Rohini Nandan or Baldev of Gokul took Devaki Nandan with his own form, and now that very Baldev Prabhu has become in the form of Nityananda Prabhu. So Jaya Jaya Nityananda Rohini Kumar. We sang this bhajan. Patito dhar lagi su bahu pasha. He simply extended his hands up in the air. All glories to Lord Nityananda to follow, to deliver the fallen souls, the fallen persons, the souls, the sinners. He extended his two arms. He welcomed everyone. This is Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu's actually birthplace is near Ekachakra Gram. Now it is said that during the war of Kurukshetra, Bhishmadev, I believe it was the 10th day, had vowed that either I will kill the Pandavas, or I will fall down, and I will break Krishna's promise. That was his vow, his own vow. Because Duryodhana had sufficiently insulted his chivalry and his allegiance to the Hastinapur throne. So, like that. So, in that particular Leela, as you all know, that on the 10th day, Bhishmadev showered so many arrows with all his power that, without the intervention of Krishna, Arjun would have been finished. His chariot was smashed. Arjun's crown was completely off his head. Krishna's crown was also off his head. Krishna had bruises that were on his left and right arms. There was blood that was showing up due to the grazing of the arrows of Bhishma Dev. And the chariot sunk. And at that time, when Krishna saw that this is just going to be devastating for my dear Arjun, at that time, although he had promised that I will never take part in the Kurukshetra war, actually, one time when Krishna was sleeping, Arjun and Duryodhan were there in his shibir, in his camp, and Duryodhan came first and he sat by Krishna's head. And after that, Arjuna appeared, and Arjun sat at Krishna's lotus feet. And when Krishna opened his eyes, first he saw Arjun. So Krishna smiling, he said, Arjun, you have come here, I'm sure you need something. How can I help you? And then immediately Duryodhan said, Keshav, I came here first. You should be asking me. Oh, you are here too. So Krishna turns around and sees him. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I think the humble position is when it is at the feet. So I saw so he was kind of, in a sarcastic way telling Duryodhan that one who is humble, I see them first. But anyways, he says, yes, what do you need? So he says, I need something from you. But wait. I saw Arjun first, so I should give it to him first. And then again, he was sarcastic with Duryodhan. And Duryodhan said, no, Keshav, that's not fair. I was here first. Then Krishna says, but he's your younger brother, like your younger brother. He should get the first chance. So again, he's rubbing it in. So then he just does not, give it up. And then he says, Keshav, that is unfair. And then Krishna is thinking in his mind, talking about unfair. Look who's talking. So then he says, anyways, go ahead. And Arjun says, that's okay. He's my elder brother. Let him ask first what he wants. Hear him out first. So he says, Duryodhan says that Krishna, Krishna says, what do you want? He says, I need your help in this Kurukshetra war. And Krishna says, well, what do you want? I have my Akshahuni Sena, my unlimited, wonderful army. Or you can have me. So Duryodhan, now he got the choice and he said, in a wicked smile, I'll choose your army, because he thought that if he chooses Krishna's army, he will become invincible. And then the only thing that was left was himself. So he gave himself to Arjun as the Sarthi. But then Duryodhan was so cunning and wicked, he said, Krishna, you cannot take part in the war though. So you have to promise that. So even Baldev, Prabhu, he doesn't take part in the war of the Kurukshetra. He goes out on a tirtha. He goes out on a tirtha. He goes out to different holy places. Well, during the Kurukshetra war. Him and even Vidurji, the younger brother of Dhritarashtra, they did not want to be a part of this scene. So since they were not going to be, especially Balram was not going to be there, so Duryodhan said, you cannot participate. You can be with Arjun, but you cannot participate in the war. So Krishna said, okay, tathastu, so be it. So this was the promise. But then on the 10th day, when Bhishma Dev was showering those devastating arrows and weapons on Arjun, Arjun was just about to be finished, and Krishna immediately ran towards Bhishma Dev and picked up that chakra, the chariot wheel, and proceeded towards Bhishma Dev. And Bhishma Dev, he at that time, it is said that he was very happy to see Krishna break his promise. That is the time he was waiting for. But at the same time, the sun just set. And the rules of the war are that when the sun sets, everybody stops in their tracks. Nobody will even lift a single weapon, a single arrow or a bow, and then it will be continued the next day. But Krishna had already thrown the chakra at Bhishma Dev. And Bhishma Dev, at that time, he ducked, and it is said that the chakra fell all the way close to Mayapur. Well, not really close, about 100 kilometers from Mayapur, in a gram. Because Krishna's chakra fell there, it is known as Eka Chakra. So that gram is known as Eka Chakra gram, the appearance place of Lord Nityananda. So those who go to Mayapur should try to make that trip. It is about 4 hours. And it's a very serene and a very beautiful place to be. It is unspoiled, very, very village, no high-rise buildings, no buildings, no hustling and bustling. Hardly you can see a car or a bus there. And it's a very good place of bhajan also. So that is Eka Chakragram. Uh, and that is also known as the district of Radha Desh. Ah, that's why Srila Prabhupada liked to name the different temples or the ISKCON centers uh, with such names. So the West Virginia temple is known as New Vrindavan, whereas the the castle temple, the 1800th century castle that the ISKCON obtained in Belgium, in a place called, in a town, small town, about an hour and a half from Brussels. It is called Petit des Sommes. Uh, so in that castle, somehow the other the ISKCON devotees obtained it. It still has its original castle-like structure, and that place was called Radha Desh, New Radha Desh. So it's also a very beautiful place. We have visited there several times, and we have had the good fortune to associate with devotees and also do Harikatha, Kirtan, etc. And also seminars. Many good seminars, and even the different Bhakti Shastri courses and many other courses take place in Radha Desh. So Radha Desh is very famous in ISKCON. So this is also, Radha Desh is because of the district where the Ekachakra Gram of Nityananda Prabhu's birthplace is. So Nityananda Prabhu, while he was very young, along with his friends, he used always like to, play, and in the play they used to do dramas. And he would always tell his friends that today we will play Ram Leela, and I will become Lakshman. He would already determine that nobody else can become Lakshman, because Balram is Lakshman. In Ram Leela, Balram is Lakshman. And he told one friend, you should become Ram, and that other friend will become Ravan, and then this one will become Hanuman. So like that, they would, and in this way they would begin to perform the Ram Leela. And then Nityanand Prabhu would tell that when the appropriate time comes, when the Ravan's demoniac son Indrajit, or Meghnad, he was also known as Meghnad, will shoot me with the Nagpash, with the special arrow, and it will make me unconscious. At that time I will faint. And when this happens, you should remember to send, don't forget, remember to send Hanuman to bring that mountain of the Ayurvedic medicine, or the Sanjeevani Bhuti. And then one of the doctors, you become a doctor, Susen. Susen was that Kaviraj, or the doctor at that time in Ram Leela, when Lakshman displayed his unconsciousness Leela. And then you can come and put the herb under my nostrils. And he's telling all these children, directing it. And immediately after that, when you do that, I will wake up. So like this, they began to play the drama. They made some bows from bamboo sticks and began to play and fight, and great battle ensued between Lord Ramachandra and Ravan and Meghnad, and the different other boys played the Rakshasas, and some of them played the Vanar Sena, etc. and Hanumanji. Near the end of the battle, Meghnad, the son of Ravan, shot Lakshman. And Nityananda Prabhu was so absorbed in that mood of Lakshman that he actually fainted really. And due to the blow of that arrow by Meghnad, seeing this, the other boy who was playing Ramachandra started weeping, and his associates were greatly saddened. But they forgot to wake him up. They forgot the part where they were supposed to send Hanuman to get the Sanjeevani. And they forgot to do that, the boys. And he lay there as though he was dead. This is the real pastime that is being narrated by our, it has been mentioned. And everyone began to weep because Nityanand Prabhu would not wake up. And he remained in that condition for so long that the other boys tearfully went to his parents, Adai Pandit and Padmavati Mata. And all the villagers came to the spot of the drama. And one of the villagers, who was a very learned Pandit, said, he is going to die. He declared that. Has he told you what to do when this happens? He looked at the boys, and the boys said, yes, 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 we remember. We have to do. Where is Hanuman? And then Hanuman just went as if in the drama and brought the whole Sanjeevani mountain, the Gandha Madana mountain, and then he acted as there were some herbs, and they offered it to Lakshman, and then Nityananda Prabhu, he came back to consciousness. So when Nityanand Prabhu, it is said that when he was only about 12 years old, very young, about 10 to 12 years, a very learned Brahmin Vaishnava came, visited the town at that time at Ekchakra, known as Lakshmi Pati Tirtha. And he came to the house of his father, Nityanand Prabhu's father, Hadai Pandit. And as the usual custom, the Vedic custom is to serve Vaishnavas, to serve sadhus. And Hadai Pandit says, you can ask me whatever you want. What can I do, Maharaj? Please, I am at your service. So at that time, looking at Nityananda Prabhu, Lakshmi Pati Tirtha said that I would like to take your son with me on a pilgrimage to all different holy places in India. And so please give him to me. And Hadai Pandit's heart was completely smashed. It was as if like when Vishwamitra Muni had asked Ram and Lakshman from King Dashrath, when he said that, please, I want to take these two kids because, I've already taught them the art of archery and the martial arts, and there are so many Rakshasas that are being impediments in our yajnas. So Raja Dashrath said, I can personally go. I have a huge army, and I will personally come and protect your yajna. But he says, no, these two are sufficient. Give me that. And you have already told me that I can serve you in whatever way. So in the same mood, he says, in the beginning, he already promised that I'll serve you in whatever way you want. So finally, he says, yes, okay, please, take him. It's also something similar, if you all remember, in the Govardhan Leela. When Pulatsya Muni visited the Himalayas at that time, Pulatsya Muni saw Govardhan, and he was so attracted to the beauty of Govardhan. Pulatsya Muni had visited from Kashi, and in Kashi it is all flat land, there is no mountains. So it was his desire to take one mountain from the Himalayas and take it to Kashi. So he also, when he appeared there, the Vrindachal mountain, he said that, Rishivar, what can I do for you? I am at your service. I will give you whatever I can. So he said, yeah, give me your son. And he was also very heartbroken, but he had already made this promise. And then as the Leela goes, that the condition that Govardhanji said that, I will go with you, but wherever you put me down, you cannot stop anywhere. If you put me down in a particular place, I'm going to stay there. That's it. And when Pulatsya Muni with his Siddhis was flying over Vrindavan Dham, at that time, suddenly, the Yogamaya inspired Pulatsya Muni to the call of nature. So he had to come down. And then he put Govardhanji there. And then after finishing his business, he tried to lift Govardhan, but he would not. He would not budge. So then Pulatsya Muni cursed Govardhan that, you know what? I'll curse you that every day you will become diminished, smaller and smaller. You will become the size of a sesame seed or a size of a mustard seed every day. So this was in some Satya Yuga. We don't even know which Satya Yuga and which Manvantar. So actually Govardhan was very tall, very huge. But now what we see is diminishing slowly as time passes. So Hadai Pandit was completely distraught due to the request, but he sent his son anyways. And this was a Leela that Nityanand Prabhu actually got to serve a great Vaishnava like Lakshmipati Tirtha. And he was a very wonderful sannyasi who traveled all the places of pilgrimage in India. Together they went in all four directions, north, south, east, and west. And they went to Dwarka, Ayodhya, Vrindavan, and all the other holy places. And when he became a youth, Nityananda Prabhu began to search for Krishna in Vrindavan, calling out because he loved Vrindavan. When he had visited at that time with Lakshmipati Tirtha, when he used to go to Vrindavan, where is my brother Kana? Have you seen Kana? He would call, Kanai, Kanai, where are you? He would stop the coward boys. He would embrace the cows. He would embrace the deers. He would embrace the Vrajvasis, thinking that they would show. He was like an Avdut. And Avdut is a person who doesn't have normal social sense, not in the sense that he is like a mad person in a material way. He is completely mad, but in a spiritual way. Where an Avdut doesn't take care of his dressing. Sometimes an Avdut will be completely naked like a Digambar. So, for example, Sukhdeva Goswami was an Avdut. He was Digambar. He had no shame because he was not on a bodily concept. He was always completely absorbed in the in Krishna. And that's what happens when one is in Krishna Prem. One is always thinking about Gauranga Mahaprabhu. One becomes an Avdut. Uh, like Vamshidas Babaji Maharaj, one of the very, very exalted Vaishnavas in the Gaudiya line, he was also an Avdut. They don't know whether it is day or night. They don't know how to eat. They don't know how to dress. They don't have any external consciousness. They're known as Avdutas. For example, when we sing this pranam mantra, offering our obeisances to all the Vaishnavas, to the association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to to Radha Krishna and their intimate associates, Vandeham Shri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavavamscha Shri Rupam Sagra Jatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sad Advaitam Sa Avdhutam. The word Avdhut means here I am offering my obeisance to Nityananda Prabhu. So here, Vandeham, I offer my obeisance. Vandeham Shri Guru, it is plural to unto all the gurus. Shri Yuta Padakamalam, to the lotus feet, to both the feet of all the gurus. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha. And I offer my obeisances unto all the gurus and all the Vaishnavas. Vamscha, cha means and. Shri Rupam, to Rupa Goswami. Sa Agrajatam. Agrajat means one who is elder to Rupa Goswami, meaning Sanatan Goswami. Sa Agrajatam. Sahagana, meaning all the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and also Raghunathan Vitam, Raghunath Das Goswami. And along with Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunathan Vitam, Tam Sajiva, to Jiva Goswami. Sad Advaitam, I offer my obeisances also to Advaita Acharya, now the associates of Mahaprabhu. Sa Avdhutam, or to Nityananda Prabhu. Sa Avdhutam, Parijana Sahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Deva, unto all the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Radha Krishna Padan, I offer my obeisances to Radha and Krishna. So this is how we approach Radha Krishna. We go through the parampara. That is the problem. And Sahagana Lalita Vishakha Vitamsya. And to entire Gana of the gopis and the manjaris, headed by Lalita and Vishakha. This is, so like this, he used to, cry in separation because he's Balram. Have you seen? Just like the 6 Goswamis used to cry by the Shada Goswami Astakam by Srinivas Acharya. He Radhe Vraja Devaki Chalalite He Nanda Suna Kuto Shri Govardhana Kalpapa Kapatale Kalindi Jamune Kutha Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghujugo Shri Gopalako. Hey Radhe Vrajadeva. The 6 Goswamis used to become crazy, just like how Nityananda Prabhu, when he went to Vrindavan, hey Nanda Sunokuto, where is the son of Nanda Maharaj? Please tell me, where is my Radha Rani? Like this, separation. That Vipralamba Bhav is the most prominent That is one of the things in the specialty amongst all the Vaishnava groups or Vaishnava Sampradayas. One extra faculty that the Gaudiya Vaishnava is Vipralamba Bhav, service and separation, feeling the love in separation, which Krishna doesn't give to all. Krishna gives separation only to those that he loves the most. This is an amazing corollary or amazing concept. The more Krishna loves somebody, the more separation he gives. And this is what our sampradaya is about: love in separation, service in separation. There are so many other wonderful sampradayas in Vrindavan, like the Vallabh Sampradaya, etc. They also believe in the Sakhi Bhav and in the Manjari or the Sahachari Bhav. But it is only in union. Only, there is no separation. They cannot even imagine separation. So separation is very important for union. Actually, separation brings about the highest Ananda Ambudhi Vardhanam of union that Mahaprabhu has described in the Sistastakam. Ananda Ambudhi Vardhanam. Yes, it constantly increases the Ananda Ambudhi Vardhanam, because it is by the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu we get the Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidya Vadu Jivanam. We get the knowledge, Vidya Vadu. The normal translation of Vidya Vadu Jivanam means that we get the transcendental knowledge or the Krishna conscious knowledge. But what is that Vidya Vadu Jivanam? Even the word Vadu is used by Mahaprabhu, which I had explained earlier. The meaning of Vidya Vadu means one follows in the footsteps, or one first gets the knowledge of the pure bhakti that is imbibed in the gopis of Vrindavan. Vidya Vadu Jivanam, the life of the gopis. That is only given by the first is because once the Cheto Darbana Marjanam happens, once we chant the holy names, when the Bhajana Kriya stage is finished, and then we come into Anartha Nivrit and all our anarthas are gone, Cheto Darpana Marjanam, Bhava Mahadava Agni Nirvapanam. And all the different aparads and all the different anarthas disappear. The forest fire of this material world is extinguished. Then what happens? Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Sushitala Je Chayai Jagata Judai Hano Nitai Vine Bhai Radha Krishna Paite Nai Oh Hano Nitai Vine Bhai Radha Krishna Paite Nai Dhrida Kori Dharo Nitai Paya Dhrida Kori Dharo Nitai Paya. We sang that last Sunday. Nitai Pada Kamala. That is what Mahaprabhu is mentioning in the Shreya Kairava Chandrika in the first verse of the Sistastakam. It is due to the mercy of Guru. Samsara Davana Lidaloka Tranaya Karunya Gana Ganatvam Praptisya Kalyana Gunarna Vasya Vande Guru Sri Charanaravindam. Nityananda Prabhu is Adi Guru. And all those Vaishnava Acharyas in the Parampara, the Sadgurus, they are actually the messengers, the pure messengers of Nityananda Prabhu, carrying the Nityananda Tatva with them, the Guru Tatva with them. And only a pure Guru can extinguish this forest fire of material existence by giving us the holy name. And the holy name is not different from the Kripa of Krishna. The holy name of Krishna, is the same. The Krishna's Kripa, Krishna's mercy, Krishna's name, Krishna's paraphernalia, Krishna's associates, Krishna's Dham, they are Sri Krishna. So the holy name does that, the associates of Krishna do that. Shreya, and then it is by the mercy of Guru, by the mercy of Nityananda, Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam, millions and millions of Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Sushitala. Koti Chandra, millions of moons, the cooling effect. In this material world, we are constantly suffering. Look at this, almost a year now. We cannot get out of our houses safely. We cannot travel. We cannot meet our own parents. We cannot meet our grandparents. We can't meet our children. Like if they're staying separately because of this COVID-19 pandemic. And if this stops, something else will come. That is the nature of the material world. Dukkhalayam shashvatam. Krishna says that in the Bhagavad Gita. Vasudeva says that. But when one is established due to the mercy of the holy name, the mercy of Sri Krishna, the mercy of Sri Guru, the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, that all this forest fire of burning is extinguished, and millions of cooling moons from the lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu descends on us, giving us a cooling effect. Just like when we are sometimes in a 50 degrees Celsius or 110 degrees Celsius Fahrenheit environment, and when we come into a nice air-conditioned room, Nityananda Prabhu's lotus feet is millions of times, it has a cooling effect. Nitai pada kamala koti chandra susitala, giving the wonderful cooling effect. Je chaya jagat judai. It takes away all those miseries. And once that is taken away, Mahaprabhu says, it is by the mercy of Sri Guru, mercy of Nityananda, Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam, that there is a very wonderful flower that only blossoms at night, the white lily. And that white lily is the representation of Nityananda Prabhu. That blossoms within the heart, Sri Guru's mercy. And he is able to give us Vidya Vadu Jivanam. He can take us into that Vraj Bhav. And when that happens, Ananda Ambudhi Vardhanam. Ananda Ambudhi Vardhanam, normally it is translated, the devotee is drowning in an ocean of bliss. But no, not only that. Ananda Ambudhi Vardhanam, it increases the bliss of Sri Krishna. Increases the bliss of Radharani. Ananda Ambudhi. Because they are both Ananda Ambudhi. They are the ocean of bliss. They are Raso Vaisa. Rasosagar Nagara Bhupavaram Subhavanki Macharu Sikhanda Sikkim Vaja Krishna Nidhim Vrajaraja Sutam Navanira Nindita Kanti Dharam. Raso Vaisa. He is the source. And that Ananda Ambudhi Vardhanam, by that kind of bhakti of the Vrajvadu Bhakti, the Ananda Ambudhi increases. That ocean increases of Radha and Krishna. And therefore, Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhan Vitamscha. Because the Gana, the Gopi Gana, Manjari Gana increases the bliss of Radha and Krishna. These are some of the secrets of the first line. Maybe by the mercy of Guru Gauranga, we can do a few sessions, several sessions of the Sistastakam, of Chaitanya Sistastakam, and go into details. There's so much rus, so much nectar. So like this, Nityananda Prabhu searched for Krishna everywhere in separation. Vipralamba Bhav, which is the specialty of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Then finally, as he grew up in his youthful, now it was the time, he went to Navadvip himself, and there in the house of Nandanacharya. So before you go to the ghat in Mayapur, there is a ghat to go across, but take the boat, take the boat and cross the Ganga river to go into Navadvip. So the main ghat where all the boats are, right outside the ghat is Nandanacharya's house. And he told Nandanacharya, if my Satchitananda, at that time Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu had not met yet. He came searching. And he says, if my Satchitananda comes here searching for me and he recognizes me, then I will know that he is my brother Krishna. He tells Nandanacharya. If he recognizes me, that I am Balram, then that I am his brother Balram, then I will know that this is Krishna. And in the meantime, Mahaprabhu ordered Srivas Acharya, Srivas Pandit, and other associates, his parshads, please search to see if any Mahabhagavad has come to Navadvip. Go, search. And for the entire day, the association started searching everywhere, in temples and in houses. But they could not find this Mahabhagavad. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who was Nimai Pandit himself, right? Lovingly known as Nimai Pandit. At that time, personally, he came to Nandan Acharya's house with Gadadhar Pandit and many of his associates. And then they saw each other. Nimai saw Nityananda Prabhu, and Nityananda Prabhu saw Nimai. Nitai saw Nimai, and Nimai saw Nitai. And after which they embraced each other, and tears of ecstasy flowed from their eyes, and they both fainted. And at that time, Gadadhar Pandit, who is none other than Radharani, he began to recite this verse from the Venu Geet. Barapidam natavara vapu karanyo karina karam bibrad vasah kanaka kapisam vaijayatam chamalam randham venu radhara sudaya purayam gopa vrindair vrindaranya swapada ramanam pravishad gita kirtiha. Wearing a peacock feather ornament upon his head, this is the gopis are singing this. And he has got blue Karnika flowers in his ears. And he's got a yellow garment as brilliant as gold. And a beautiful Vaijayanti Mala garland. Lord Krishna exhibited his transcendental form as the greatest dancers as he entered the Vrindavan forest. And he beautified the forest with his beautiful lotus footprints. He filled the holes of his flute. This is just prior to the Venu Geet, the song of the flute, with the nectar of his lips. Adhara Sudha Purayam. Adhar means the lips. Sudha means the nectar. And the cowherd boys sang his glories. So like this, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu regained their consciousness, when Gadadhar Pandit recited this verse, Mahaprabhu took Nityananda Prabhu to meet Mother Sachi. And Nityananda Prabhu used to treat the wife of Srivasa Acharya, Malini Mata, Malini Devi, as his own mother. Even when he was such a youthful person, he would sit naked in the lap of Malini Devi and partake of the chest milk of Mother Malini. And one day, because he is Avdut, he has no sense of dressing. He's crazy, Krishna crazy, Mahaprabhu crazy. He went to the house of Mahaprabhu to see Mother Sachi, and he was naked. And Mahaprabhu said, "What are you doing, Nitai?" And then he gave a chadar to cover Nityananda Prabhu. So there are so many wonderful pastimes like this of Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu is like in the bhajan, Nitai Pada Kamala. He says, "Heno Nitai Vine Bhai, Radha Krishna Paite Nai, Drida Kori Dharo Nitai Pai." Without the mercy of Nityananda, because without the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu means without the mercy of a pure Guru. Without the mercy of our Vaishnava Acharyas, whose fountainhead is Nityananda Ram or Nityananda Prabhu, Radha Krishna Paite Nai, one cannot obtain the mercy of Radha and Krishna. Drida Kori Dharo Nitai Pai. Please behold the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. Of Nityananda Prabhu. Hold the lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu. Drida Kori. Drida means with great determination. Please hold the lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu. And the best way to hold the feet of Nityananda Prabhu is by holding the lotus feet of personalities like Srila Prabhupada. She Shambandha nahi jar, Britha Janma Gelo jar, Shei Pashu, Bodo Durachar. And if we do not establish a relationship with Nityananda Prabhu, then we are misbehaved animals. Prabhupada has translated that. I remember in one of his purports of this bhajan, say pashu. Pashu means animal. So we are animals. Ahar nidra bhai maithunam chat etat naranam pasubhi samana. Eating, sleeping, mating, and defending are the four functions that are common to man and animal. But dharmena adhika visesho. We have one extra faculty, dharma. Dharmena adhika visesho. Dharma vihina pasubhi samana. If we do not cultivate Krishna consciousness, then we are as good as animals. This is Mahabharata Adi Parva sloka by Vyasadeva. So same thing, Narottam Das Thakur, who is the compiler of this bhajan, is saying, Sambandha nahi jar, vritha janma gelota. If you do not establish a relationship with Nityananda Prabhu or Guru Tatva, then your life is wasted. Sei pashu bodo durachar. Then we are simply eating, sleeping, mating, and defending ourselves. Ahar nidra bhai maithun, like other animals. Misbehaved animal. When we take a guru, that means we are accepting. Sishya means one who accepts sashan. Sashan means discipline. One who accepts. Prabhupada used to left and right. He was like a thunderbolt from externally. Anything that was needed. Guru means heavy. Heavy instructions. It's not going to be easy. So if there is an animal that doesn't have a master, that animal is a stray dog. Like a stray dog. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, I am your dog. Ami to kukur. Jana wo bhulen tumhe. Don't forget that, but I am yours. I am your kukur. My master, you are my master. I am not a masterless kukur. I am not a masterless dog. So, say sambandha nahi jar, vritha janma, galotar, sei pashu bodo durachar. Nitai na bolilo mukhe, majilo samsara sukhe. Vidya kule ki tori betar. If one does not utter the name of Nityananda, Nitai na bolilo mukhe, from his mouth the name doesn't come out, and simply majilo samsara sukhe, simply going around in this world full of sense gratification, involving oneself in self gratification, then what is the use? Vidya kule ki kori betar. What is the use of your big degrees? What is the use of that education, that master's or that PhD or that engineering degree or that doctorate? Vidya kule. And what is the use of that kul? Of that high birth? Oh, I'm in a Brahmin family. Oh, I'm in this family, born of this family. But they are simply sitting in a society of animals, taking a glass of beer and saying, cheers, in a suit, tie, booted and suited. Angrez mar gaye, aulad chhod gaye. That's what they did, the East India Company. Especially, the Rajas of Rajasthan and the Bengal. Bengal has such a rich culture, amazing culture. But they converted all these Bengalis into all these. This Bandopadhyay, who is a great Bandopadhyay, Mukhopadhyay, Mukha, chief, Upadhyay. Upadhyay means a priest, a Brahmin. Mukherjee, Banerjee, and they gave Mukherjee and Banerjee tea, and they gave them a pipe with tobacco, and they gave them suit and tie. They gave them positions. They gave them liquor. That's how they stole when their historians studied. We cannot break the backbone of India unless and until we break their culture. We break their religion. And the British studied. We were very powerful, the Vedic culture, but they were successful. So all these suit and ties and booted and barrister going to degree from London and FRCS in London, and those days also, but say Sambandha nahi jar, vritha janma gelotar, vidya kule ki kori betar. Just the name is left. Trivedi, Dvivedi, Banerjee, Mukherjee, Joshi, Vidya kule ki koribe. What is the use? Ahankare matto hoya nitai pada pasharia. Oshattare satta kori mani. Due to the arrogance, ahankar, due to the false ego, I am this body. You know who I am? I've studied in Oxford, in Cambridge. How dare you talk to me? I'm a barrister written from London. Ahankare matto hoya. Nitai pada pasari. If somebody comes, come take the name of Gaur Nitai. Are chhado, chodo. What is the use? One such person, Indian student, Ohio State University, Columbus, Ohio. Prabhupada, when he came and addressed the students in the auditorium, one Indian student got up in the crowd and said, Swamiji, what is the use of this Bhagavad Gita? What is the use of this? You are preaching the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We need technology. We need technology. So that is called Ahankara Matto Hoya, Nitai Pada Pasharya. And Prabhupada said, I'm not here to beg like you. Give me technology, give me grains, give me video, give me watch. This is what we want, all of us in India. You know, those days were there when somebody had a VCR. That was a big thing. Pirated VCR. You know, in black market, so much nice watch, Rado watch. This is what we wanted. Expensive things, foreign made things. The British brought that, the cloth from Britain, all those things. Ahankara, matto iya, nitai padapasariya. Nitai na bolilo mukhe majilo samsar, just simply in sense gratification, taking birth again and again, puna janam, puna maranam. Janani Jathareshana, Vidya Kule ki kori vetan. What is the use? Ahankara matta hoya, nitai pada pasariya. One has rejected the lotus feet of Sri Guru. Asattare satya kori mane. Thinking what is false, they have considered that as the real thing. And what is real, they have considered as false. Nitayar karuna hobe, Braje Radha Krishna pabe. If Nityananda Prabhu shows his mercy, one can actually attain the service of Radha and Krishna in Braj. So Nityananda Prabhu's mercy means the mercy of the Gaudiya Vaishnava Guru, who are all manjaris and surgeries of Radharani. And Nityananda Prabhu is serving in the Madhurya Ras as Ananga Manjari. So she is one of the leaders of the Manjaris, the younger sister of Radharani. Nitayar karuna hobe, Braje Radha Krishna pabe, dharo nitai charana dukkhani. With great sorrow, one should take to the lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu. And the last verse of this bhajan is Nitayar charana satya tahara sevaka nitya. The lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu is real. It is absolute truth. And one who has surrendered to the lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu, then that servant is eternal. Eternal in this material world and eternal in the spiritual world. Eternal seva of Radha Krishna. Nitayar charana satya tahara sevaka nitya. It is not that once we get this Krishna consciousness and we reach a certain stage, we become masters. No, we will always remain das, eternally. That is Nitai Charana Satya. Nitai Pada Sada Koro Asha. Always desire the lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu. Narottama Bado Dukhi, Nitai More Karo Sukhi. Narottam Das Thakur is saying that I'm very, very sad. That is humility. Nitai More Karo Sukhi. Please make me happy. Even in one of the other bhajans, he's saying, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo More. Tuma vina ke dayalu jagata samsare. Patita pavana hetu tava utar. Mo sama patita Prabhu na paibe yar. Ha ha Prabhu Nityananda. Ha ha. Like in great sorrow, in distress. Like, when somebody has died or they're saying, ha ha, ha ha. Ha ha Prabhu Nityananda. Premananda Sukhi. You're eternally happy. And Premananda. In Krishna Prem, Sukhi, you're always blissful. Kripa balo kana karo ami bado dukhi. Narottam Das Thakur is saying the same thing in that bhajan. Please have mercy on me. Ami bado dukhi. Same thing he's saying, Narottama bado dukhi. Nitai more koro sukhi. And that sukh means bliss in Krishna consciousness. Serving Radha Krishna, becoming das anudas anudas. Rakho ranga charanera pasa. Please keep me at your colorful lotus feet. The lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu are very beautiful, very soft, and they have the color of the lotus. Ranga. Ranga means the color. Rakho Ranga Charanera Pasha. Always keep me at your lotus feet. Oh Nityananda Prabhu. This is our Lord Nityananda. So, there's so many things to say, but so little time. May He bestow mercy on us. Because if Nityananda Prabhu is pleased, there is no way. Like there are wonderful pastimes, Jagai Madhai, etc. So maybe some other time. I think I will stop here now. We can just simply, I think Asim Prabhu is left a message here to leave. So I'm sorry, Anup Prabhu. So if Asim Prabhu, you would like